Good morning, ma'am, and to all my classmates. I am Marbel Taloa. For today's lesson, I will be discussing what is the disjunction all about. A disjunction is the joining of two statements with the word or. The compound statement, Maria is a doctor or a Republican, is a disjunction, the inclusive or, with the following symbolic representation. So, based from the definition, a disjunction kuno is nagre-represent ano sa nga subject or variable kuno ano hiyang nga klase, gamit, or profession. Even though your friend Maria, the doctor, is not a Republican, the disjunction Maria is a doctor or a Republican is true. For a disjunction to be true, at least may usa nga component ang kinahanglan maging tuod. Magiging false laliwat ang disjunction kung both sa atong components or statements are false. Example, A, constructing truth table. So here's the statement on the next slide. From this statement, under what specific conditions is the following compound statement is true? First, we translate this statement into symbolic form and then we construct the truth table for the symbolic expression. So here are the three simple statements. Symbolic representation from the given statement. Since there are three letters, we need 2 raised to the power of 3 is equals to 8 rows. We start with 3 columns, 1 for each letter. To account for all possible combinations of P, Q, and R as true or false, we proceed to the next step. Fill the first half or 4 rows of column 1 with TS or true and the rest 4 rows with FS or false. The next column, split each half into halves, the first half receiving true and the second is false. In other words, alternate 2 TS and 2 FS in column 2 as shown in the next slide. Again, to the third column, split each half into halves. The first half receives TS and the second half receives FS. Because we are dealing with the third or last column, the TS and FS will alternate. Truth values for 3 statements. This process of filling the first half or the first column with TS and the second half with FS and then splitting each half into halves with blocks of TS and FS applies to all truth tables. So we need to insert a column for each connected in the symbolic expression as shown on the next slide. We fill in the appropriate symbol in the column under QVR. Enter F if both Q and R are false. Enter T otherwise, that is, if at least one is true. In the fifth column, fill in the truth values that are opposite those for fourth column, as you can see in this table. We enter a T in row 4 and false elsewhere. So we have here the truth table as shown on the next slide. As you can see in this table, on 4th and 5th column nag-alternate lerang values. For your information, this 4th and 5th column, amo talaga and required columns for the truth table. Nakikita man di ba niyo na when and value for the 4th column is true, the value for the 5th column will be false. Same as a row 2 and 3. While row number 4, the 4th column is false. In order na may true ano sa na statement, kailangan lang natin magbutanghin value of 5th column on the row number 4 nga true. As indicated in the truth table, the expression in the 6th column is true only when P is true and both Q and R are false. Therefore, this statement, I own a handgun and it is not the case that I am a criminal or police officer is true only when the speaker owns a handgun but not means na criminal hiya or police officer. So in other words, the speaker is a law-abiding citizen who owns a handgun. So that's all for today. I hope you have learned from this topic. Thank you for watching and listening. Good morning again and have a nice day.